Please go ahead.
Mnie zawód Mike Tuffour, Amirikah. Ja wrać, ja jest Gani. I ja сейчас работаю врачом в Гане, да, вот. Просто так, да.
Oui. So, today I have with me here Dr. Amirikah Tuffour, like literally Amirikah running. So, yeah, welcome to the Musing series.
Thank you, bro.
So, first, tell me, why did you guys move to Russia? Why Russia?
Well, thank you for the question. It's actually, so why did we move to Russia?
Yeah.
Well, we moved to Russia to study, basically, simply put, but there's a backstory to it. So after high school, I had always wanted to go into medicine.
Okay. But you did administration in...
No, I did science.
You did science and Payne did business.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I'd always wanted to become a doctor. So after school, we applied to several medical schools in Ghana for the for a first degree. But you cut right.
I'll add it.
Yeah,
for
so
the first degree.
Basically, after high school, we applied to several universities in the country. But unfortunately, we didn't make the cuts for the medical school.
Okay.
So we spoke with an uncle who studied years back in Russia. And his advice was to try other countries as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first country on the list was definitely Russia. Yeah, so we sent in an application, and by God's grace, we got into medical school. Basically, that's why we had to leave the country.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you've given us a background as to why you left for Russia, I want you to introduce yourself to us.
Oh, well,
I know you guys have to study the language for about a year or two, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so please introduce yourself to us in the Russian language.
Oh, you want me to speak Russian?
Yes.
Okay, хорошо. Хорошо means okay.
Please go ahead.
Меня зовут Mike Tuffour, Amirikah. Я врач, я из Ганы. И я сейчас работаю врачом в Гане, да, вот. Просто так, да.
Oui. So, so I hope you heard all of that. All I heard was Mike Amirikah Tuffour. That's all I heard.
Okay.
And the rest, we just say we to that. And it's fine. So we. And how many years did you have to study the Russian language, and then before you moved to your applied medicine and all that?
So the Russian system, it's designed. The Russian educational system is designed in such a way that even if you were not trained or you didn't have any basic education in Russia, it prepares you. There's an option to prepare you for university life.
Okay.
Yeah. So for foreigners who go there to study, you have an option to study the language for a year. The Russian language.
Okay.
Yeah, so
okay. That's cool.
It's not just the language itself. You do other subjects like math, science, chemistry, physics.
Okay, so like the basics.
Yeah, the basic sciences actually, and then you do it for a year, and after that you graduate from it's called the preparatory faculty.
Okay.
And once you pass all your exams and you meet all the requirements, you then graduate into medical school.
Wow.
Whichever faculty you want to go into.
Okay. Yeah. So what influenced you to specialize as a general practitioner? Am I right?
Yeah. So I'm currently working as a general practitioner. So this actually not where I want to be. I have plans to subspecialize in neuro-oncology.
Please, what's that?
Cancer. I mean brain cancers.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
In layman terms, cancer of the brain.
Cancer of the brain.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So,
what has influenced, or what influenced you to generalize? Yes.
To choose that.
Yes.
To choose that specialty or to be a general, I don't.
Okay, so I know we spoke earlier, and you mentioned that you would want to specialize in one area.
Yeah.
That's brain cancer. I
yeah.
don't know. I don't want to pronounce that word. I don't want any trouble. I'm in Ghana here. I'm still in Ghana. I've not been to Russia yet. So in treating brain cancer and all that.
Yeah.
And what is influencing that? So, and why did you have to go do normal or general practicing before branching into specialization?
Right, sure. So, medicine is designed in such a way that every doctor at all would have to go through the general training.
Okay.
Yes. So, so you have to go through the general training, preclinical sciences, where you do the basic sciences, math, chemistry, biochemistry, physics, and all the other basic sciences. And then you graduate, you move to the clinical
aspects.
Yeah, the clinical sciences. So there you go to the clinic, you study, you meet patients for the first time, and then after you graduate, in Ghana, you would have to work as a general duty, as a general duty doctor before you go into your specialty training.
For how many years?
So it depends on the individual. Usually you do 2 years of house job or internship.
Okay.
After that 2 years, you become a general practitioner. And then from there, depending on which facility you're working with and the terms they have with you, you can go on to do your specialty training in whichever field you want to go into. And to the question of why I chose to go into neuro-oncology or cancers of the brain. The brain is a fascinating It's a very interesting organ in the body. It's one organ that controls every aspect of your body. And I fell in love with the brain while I was still in school. Coming back home, working, getting to know the system in Ghana. I met a lot of patients with brain tumors whose conditions were not really diagnosed well, or even if they were diagnosed, they didn't have the necessary or the needed care. So I felt, why not? It's an area that I could also make an impact in. So I just decided to go into that area.
So that means to you, it's more about making an impact.
Great, awesome.
In that area, that will matter. Okay, so you've identified a problem. You've thought of the solution that you can bring to the society. Wow, cool. So, why do you think doctors in that sector is lacking in Ghana?
So it's not easy to train as a neuro-oncologist. So
you think that's why people shy away from?
Yes, I think that's why people shy away. To some extent, yes, that's why we don't have a lot of. We don't even have any.
There's none
trained neuro-oncologists
in Ghana.
Yes, we have general oncologists, radio-oncologists, specialists, but we don't have trained neuro-oncologist specialists in Ghana. So so it's a long journey actually, and people actually get tired traveling that path, and you need to be perseverant. You need to have that passion to be able to go that path, and I think I have that passion.
You have that passion. Wow. So how do people identify that they have brain issues? I know there's a very thin line between sanity and insanity. So how do we identify that? Oh, I have this brain issues, or I have to see a specialist, or I have to see a doctor to help me?
So the signs and symptoms of brain cancer vary widely. It could start with a simple headache, dizziness, so that's how it starts for some people. For other people it may be they might feel some pressure in their eyes. Some would complain. They have this tension in their head and all. So it's not cast in stone, actually. What's the symptoms of brain tumor is okay. So it's cuts across different symptoms and different signs. So these are some of the signs that would indicate that someone has a brain tumor. Also, for us to come to a conclusion, for us to come to a certainty as to if it's a tumor or it's something else, there are other investigations that we have to do. Prominent among them is doing a scan, a CT scan, an MRI of the brain. That would help us locate any masses in the brain, if there's any other thing going on. That's not a tumor.
Okay. So that being said, what are your future plans? I know you are going to branch into neuro-oncology in a few years to come, but what's the plan after you branch into that? Are you going to set up something, a structure or an organization that's going to treat people, or you're going to run back to Russia after the fight is done?
So the long-term plan is to actually set up a neuro-oncology center of excellence in Ghana. That's in the very long term. But there are a few steps to achieving that, and that the first step is actually to get into a program to train. So there's a long-term plan, or there's a long-term objective to set up a neuro-oncology center in Ghana.
So let's get back to Russia. How difficult or how easy was it living there? Because I know the place is extremely cold, and then I know it's not so easy. The terrain is not so easy and everything. So many strict rules and everything there. How easy or difficult was it staying there?
So the first few months was very tough. But thank God I wasn't alone. I was with my brother. So you always had solace, and you always had someone to talk or chat with when things got tough. So it's cold. It's a very cold country. Leaving the heat in Ghana and traveling to Russia in the cold of winter in the middle of December can be crazy for someone who hadn't traveled before, and there was a few setbacks in the early days, but we overcame. Russia became like a second home actually. It became like a second home with time, and even it got to a point where coming back home to Ghana became tough.
So that's so does that mean that you actually came back to Ghana because of the Russia-Ukraine war?
No. I've been here for the last 5-6 years. So I came
before the war started.
Before the war started.
Cool. Okay. So I noticed this between you and your brother. Let me get a bit mischievous here. Realize that you are calm. And well, sometimes, most of the time, actually. And your brother is rather boisterous and high pain. He's rather boisterous and all over the place. How have you been able to live with him all these years?
Well, I'm always in my space.
Don't tell me that because you always try to tolerate him. No.
Well, if you tolerate him or not, he is him and I'm me. You understand? So I think we have learned to live with our differences. Regardless of what people say. Yes, I'm the calm type. He's also very calm, actually, if you get to know him very well.
Well, I've seen him quiet, collectively seated just a few times. But most of the time, he's all over the place.
He can be serious in life. Like sometimes he's all over the place. Yes, that's him and that's me. So I think, we spent time in the womb together. So maybe while we were in the womb, we had a discussion.
Jacob and Esau.
Yeah, you
okay,
know,
cool. So the bushman and then the the bushman and the houseman.
So,
that's cool.
He's a cool guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pain is a cool guy.
Yeah, he is.
And Kakra is a cooler guy.
Oh, we are all cool and cooler, whatever you want to, whatever you want to call us. Yeah.
Because I realize that most twins will usually have that disparities between them. One being louder than the other.
True.
Okay. Maybe one day I also have twins and
hopefully we are praying for you.
I'll bring them to your house
so
you can teach them the way of the path of the twins.
They're always welcome. Our doors are always open. So.
Then I also noticed that your brother is basically into almost everything.
Yeah.
Videography, pictures, music, yes, everything.
Musicology.
Yes, but then you are...
He does all the graphics.
Yes, but then you are...
Yeah, so I mean, his temperament allows him to do all those things. Mm-hmm. I am much more relaxed and calm.
So the cool and calm one, the cooler one, cool. You have just... I asked that question just for you to emphasize the fact that you are cool and he's not.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. He loves to experiment with his hand. He plays soccer. He plays basketball. He used to play basketball.
Volleyball as well, right?
Yeah. So I mean, he's like that. He plays the drums.
Yes.
He's just so talented. Yeah. You know.
Thank God that he doesn't sing as well.
Well, I sing. He doesn't.
Yes, I remember back in the day you used to sing.
Yeah, I used to.
And then you benched it. Why? Why did you stop singing?
Because of work. No time to
sing.
Combined both. But I sing in my room. I sing in the bathroom.
No. Everybody sings in the washroom.
Yeah,
I do sing. I do have a great voice when I'm bathing. And I do have a very nice voice when I'm in the washroom, when I'm doing the dishes.
I'll ask your wife about that.
Oh, you can ask her. She'll tell you. But then as soon as I get to stand before people to sing, miraculously, the voice vanishes away. And I thank God for that.
Yeah.
Sometimes because if I could sing,
what would have happened?
My God. So it's been a nice time speaking to you, great. Kakra.
Yeah, it's nice.
Dr. Mike.
Yeah.
Or Michael.
Mike
and
Amirikah.
Payne is Michael.
Yeah.
Mike and Michael. Okay. We'll have that discussion another day. Mike great, and Michael. But why would you have twins and call one Mike and call one Michael?
No, that's a question. She's the one who gave us that name.
Your sister gave you the names, Mike and Michael. Yeah. Maybe she didn't want to get confused.
Well, maybe.
Mike Wayne. Michael Wayne. Oh, one of them will appear. Cool. So it's been nice talking with you, and I hope that one day your dreams of being a neuro-oncologist will be achieved one day. And thank you for passing through.
Welcome, sir.
You're welcome to the Musing series. You're welcome, bro. So as you watch, kindly like, share, subscribe to this channel, and we'll come your way once another time. Yeah.